The state of Minnesota is famous for its twin cities, beautiful lakes, unforgiving winters, and motocross riders? You heard me right. Take Minnesota's Ryan Dungey, 2 times a 450 champion. The KTM rider is 3rd on the all-time list for motocross wins and a current contender for the 450 class title. Millville, Minnesota native Jeremy Martin quite literally grew up in motocross. The current 250 championship points leader returns to the track his parents own, looking to continue his march to a championship. The land of 10,000 lakes has become a breeding ground for dirt bike heroes. Round 8 of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship is moments away.
Drive about an hour and a half from the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, and you will find Millville, Minnesota and Spring Creek Raceway. Host site of Round 8, Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing. It's the Spring Creek National. Well, everyone wanted to see Ryan Dungey win here in his home state, but Ken Roczen of the 94 had other ideas, challenging his teammate early.
Yeah, Roczen was on a mission right here. Goes to the outside, coming out of the Millville Whoop section, gets around Ryan Dungey, takes that lead, and we thought, okay, we're going to have a battle of the KTM guys, but that was not to be.
No, Dungey then crashed, dropped back to 3rd, and Eli Tomac took over 2nd and fought hard to catch Roczen, and then fought even harder to get around him. Great battle as Roczen tried to defend his position.
They went back and forth. Neither one wanted to relinquish that first place position, but eventually Eli Tomac goes a long way around, gets up the inside, and after that, once he made the power stick, he just checked out.
Absolutely, wins it by 16 seconds. Eli Tomac has his first ever win on a 450. It's been a rough year for him with assorted injuries. Apparently, that is no longer an issue. And we've got ourselves a real player for moto and overall victories, I would assume, for the rest of the season. Dungey 3rd, Kennard a lonely race in 4th. Grant wins that battle for 5th. Ahead of Metcalf, Stewart had a crash early, comes back for 7th. Pike short break, and you saw those riders battling. That's the rest of your top 10. Noren just misses the top 11. Reed 14th. And Jake Weimer in his first ride back 18th. A good job, Tommy Hahn, going to score a point in 20th. Tomac got the whole shot. Justin Brayton made a quick pass on him, and then Tomac goes to work, trying to take the lead back.
Well, he does, and he does just that. He gets that lead, fought for it, but look, watch out, just power move up the inside. Brayton didn't even see that coming, and after that, Tomac just started checking out.
Yeah, and a big battle for 3rd now. Trey Kennard getting around your series points leader, Ken Roczen. That pushes Roczen back to 4th. First race this year, Roczen has not finished in the top 3. Ryan Dungey was ahead of these guys in 2nd. He made a run at Tomac for a while. These two continued to fight. But eventually, Dungey would go down. Tomac would shed that pressure, and the positions were set. And we can show you. Here is Tomac. He had one brief scare. Thought he had it.
Just on the gas hard. Bike swaps out. Uses his strength and fitness to get it done. But look at Dungey. Gets tangled up with a lapper right there. They come into the same line at the same time. Dungey obviously assuming that the lapper knew he was there. Lapper didn't, but...
Hey, I don't know if Dungey would have gotten him regardless of the crash. Tomac was just so strong. He sweeps the 1st and 2nd motos today, dominating the proceedings. And we'll show you the results. So that Kennard was able to get Roczen for 3rd. Grant, another big battle for the top 5. He puts the Yamaha in there. Medi, Short, Pike, Craig, and Freddie Noren round out the top 10. 50 career podiums for Dungey in this class in 56 career starts. Wow. That's incredible. And the points for today, you see, he made up a little ground on Roczen when we total up our 1st and 2nd motos. Tomac, obviously, the big winner. Kennard in the hunt, as always. Josh Grant, 5th for the day. And these guys, Grant, Metcalf, Short, Pike, they seem to battle every darn week like that. And you can see how close they were when we total up the scores. So Dungey, a little bit of ground. Could have been more, though. I know that's what he's thinking with those 2 motos. And now we've only got a couple of rounds to go. Here's your championship point standings. Dungey was down 26. Now it's 24, inching up.
It's within a moto.
That is kind of the magic number. Yeah, 25 is kind of the magic number.
Well, we saw last year Roczen unable to finish in the 250 class, and that opened the door for Eli Tomac in the 250 class. Now we're in the 450 class. So right now, Dungey chipping away, but he's going to have to do a little more damage as far as points go.
Yeah.
If he wants to win this title.
Jeremy Martin didn't quite get the start, was third, got in the second, had to deal with Christophe Pourcel. That's not normally an easy guy to pass, but it didn't take him long.
Well, through these whoops, it separates guys. Look at that. Martin just wanted that, just worked harder to get that, gets to the inside, makes that pass happen.
That's kind of fitting. This track's signature element is where he takes the lead. Then Cooper Webb trying to make a move on Justin Bogle. Goes down, was lucky enough to get run into by a couple of the riders, so that hurt him. Come back, just try to finish inside the top 10. Then late in the race, Marvin Musquin in third, trying to get second from Pourcel.
Yeah, I think Pourcel looks a little tired there. Musquin just using more body English, or more body French, to get by, and gets in that second place. Great ride, but nothing can be said about this guy.
Yeah, the best ride goes to Martin. Takes the Moto win. He knows he's got to follow it up in Moto 2 to complete the overall, but already these fans have had something exciting to watch. Him taking this victory. These people saw him grow up here in the amateur ranks. He's now back as a pro and beating the best in the world. Blake Baggett, a terrible start, comes from about 20th to 4th.
Good
Dean
ride.
Wilson, Dean Wilson showed some speed at the beginning of that one, ends up 5th. You see Webb did recover for those top 10 points with a 9th. Jason Anderson, big first turn crash, recovers for 11th. Amart, the other local boy, finishes in 12th. There is the rest of the top 20. Another great start for Christophe Pourcel. Blake Baggett, not messing around. Got the start he needed, trying to make passes.
Yeah, right here, gets to the inside. Looks like Pourcel could have closed the door there. Takes a look over. That was a waving the white flag moment there. Baggett looked like he was the guy to catch, but he ended up going down. Right here, Baggett, not sure what happened, but he goes down and eventually has to retire with what we believe mechanical issues. And I'm wondering if that radiator was so packed with dirt that it overheated or had a mechanical that way.
Cooper Webb, not a great start, making a bunch of passes, including this one on Justin Bogle to get into the #1 spot. Bogle fought hard, but he would eventually end up out of the race as well. Jeremy Martin got the second, made a run at Webb, couldn't make it happen. Webb takes Moto #2. The bad news for him is that he crashed in Moto 1 and finished 9th. So he has a 9th and a 1st of the day. Jeremy Martin has a 1st and a 2nd. Martin is the overall winner. That's the old story in motocross. You got to be consistent over the course of 2 motos.
Consistency wins championships. Look at this.
Looking good for these guys.
Cooper Webb takes that win. Jeremy Martin, like you said, in second. Damage control there. Jason Anderson, nice podium. Martin Musquin gets on the podium. Dean Wilson, see the rest of the top 10.
Here's your overall for the day. Good job by Webb to salvage 37 points to the number 37 and get to 3rd after a disastrous first moto, just edging Pourcel off the podium. Marvin Musquin is 2nd. And here are your series point standings. Blake Baggett could have won this moto, was leading it. Usually he gets the lead, he wins. That would have been 25 points. Instead he scored 0, so now he's way back. Cooper Webb 2nd. Martin still your points leader.